Hi, I'm Sushant.
Hi, I'm Simi.
Around 2.5 years back, we were really looking for a place which we can call home in a complete sense. Fortunately for us, within a few days, we saw this place, and this was just perfect click. Although the place was actually ready to move in, we were clear that we had to design this place from scratch. That's when we contacted Pravir and requested him to do this place.
When the Gupta family first approached us, the brief from Sushant was that he wanted a house that reflected where they're from. That was largely Rajasthan, the roots of the family being in Jaipur. The bones of the house, I'd say, are very Indian in nature. We've tried to contemporize that as much as we could. So you'll have a lot of homage to the Rajasthani traditional architecture, whether that is an inlay pattern in the floors or the stone cladding on the walls, harks back to the forts of Jaymin, and they are punctuated with these turrets. They're functional elements, but they also serve as a tie back to that sort of lineage. We don't always use the same space in the same way. The design response has to be cognizant of that. What we've done is have an actual part of the kitchen counter which pulls out into the living space, and there's this sort of top hung shutter, louvered shutter that also opens up kind of food truck style, and it becomes a less formal experience where one can make a cup of coffee. We don't really watch TV for most of the time that we're in the bedroom. We'd rather look at a piece of art maybe. And so in one room that's done with these sort of bifold shutters that can move aside and reveal the TV when needed, and in another room that's done with this sort of giant pivot mechanism which has a TV on one side and a piece of artwork on the other. This idea of flexible and dynamic solutions keeps recurring and is a consistent theme in the work that we do. In the case of the family room, there was an idea that they wanted a space that is sort of sacred to the family. You have this beautiful piece of art in the middle that has basically family photos that are almost fossilized because they are kind of captured forever in resin in a way that they form this sinuous undulating sculptural mass which is almost again reminiscent of sand dunes. And then we've punctuated that mass of sand dunes with openings that are something akin to the jalis that you find in Rajasthani Havelis. So always the idea has been to not directly pick up but to be inspired by and to take forward something that comes from traditional architecture.
During the day, the house is playing with its natural sunshine. The view first up of the Koregaon Park gives a sense of openness and warmness. So connection with nature is very much there. And in the night, the lights have an act to play themselves.
So the architect's design was incredibly detailed and our lighting design responded to that. I wanted to create this very intimate relationship between the users of the space and the light. So whether it's a reading light in Pari's bedroom with an arm which swings when you just want to read a book, or you have these spotlights which are focused on this beautiful ulli of water and they throw up these incredible caustic patterns on the ceiling. You have this beautiful curved bookshelf which comes out. We wanted it to seem like the light was glowing behind it, and the only places where you actually see the source of light is where we wanted to create these incredible patterns of light and shadow. So whether they're the cove ceiling where you bring out the grooves or whether they're French cut glass chandeliers, every fixture has its own relationship with the product that it's designed with. So for example, the TV unit in the bedroom, it has this inbuilt light which when you rotate it, the painting is lit, otherwise you see the TV. Most entrances have like a really fancy chandelier, but we thought that we'll kind of switch that around and we created this bespoke statement light which was almost sculptural. The entrances to each room are designed to be these enormous sculptural lanterns. They're slits which let light out. The bathroom experience was completely elevated. It should feel like an extension of the bedroom. So of course the flooring pattern continues, but we also wanted the detail that we gave to the lighting in the master bedroom to continue into the bathroom. So you have these hidden stained glass niches which we've lit with candlelight. We want anyone who comes into the space to actually cultivate a very intimate relationship with light.
We see it in people when they enter the house, and then as they spend time at the house, different elements of the house open up to them.
So this house is like a summer house, a winter house, all season home we've got from Pravir, and Tripti has done beautiful work here with light. I think they are the best combo we got here.